She starts off the video with the idea of safety is an illusion. It's it's rare that I skip one of her videos, but this one especially resonated with me today. I'm in the overstretch of what was supposed to be a 1 year break from work. At this point, I've exhausted my savings and my backup savings, and I have no more money for bills, literally. It's an extremely terrifying place to be in, as you can imagine, and the lack of feeling safe and secure has devastated my system for the past few days. Like, the anxiety is off the hook. On top of that, I've only just recently allowed myself to be fully embodied in my body and in my life for the first time in like 6 months. Extreme disappointment, profound transformation, and learning manifestation brought me to a place of dissociation. I didn't know how much pain could exist in a body, the pain of heartbreak, of grieving the life I thought I wanted and the one that I so desperately do, as well as the contradiction between what you know is truth and what you see in front of you. Then navigating the edges of sanity, paradox, and the foundation of sanity, which is built on illusions we were told was the real thing, so that when we break free from that, there's no structure. And then the immediate response is typically that that person is not well. So now that you know the place that I'm in while deciphering her video, let's get into it. So these are summarizations of what she stated and then further insights after I meditated on her teaching. So she says safety is an illusion. And I think she's right. Safety is a fake parameter based on what was passed down to us from family, from society. What we were taught was appropriate based on their fears and limits and need for control. But life will constantly push comfort zones and what we have deemed as safe. It's sort of something that will always be challenged. So the safest place to be is surrender. To feel safe and not being safe and not feeling safe. And safety isn't even the point. It's not the game of life. It's not a part of it. Life is process and change. And that is what will always unfold. And I want to pause here for a second and explain, because I'm going to mention raw law of one. It's the measure of the densities in our reality. The idea is that we're in third density, which explores free will, separation, survival, control. And many believe we're transitioning into fourth density, which is unity consciousness, compassion, connection, communication based on frequency, and healing through love. And I will admit, I have a bit of an obsession with experiencing fourth density in this life. But I'll continue. So paradoxically, fourth density energy is the complete surrender to third density. It's the complete love and acceptance of it. Fourth density is not outside of or beyond third density, it's through it. That's the freedom. So the betrayal and the rejection that derives from heartbreak, the kind that I'm experiencing now from life, is not real either. It's a reflection of where we have not accepted ourselves. If that is the case, then the easiest, most surrendered thing to do would be to just accept and love ourselves radically and unconditionally. For example, within the lack and the shame that I feel currently in my financial situation, and how I'm giving validation to all of those people who say that manifestation people are delusional, I need to breathe all of that in. Like, I need to accept it and accept myself as I feel like dirty rainwater on the ground. We need to completely remove performance measure or even the option of non-acceptance off the table, because that is not a part of the game either. It's completely non-irrelevant. Equating our beingness and our worth to any sort of ideal is not a requirement to be alive, to be whole, or to receive anything. Fear needs to be radically accepted. Hold it, kiss it, stare into its eyes. Let the energy live and be burned off or alchemized, because fear is the protector from receiving. Fear acts as the guard dog for what is good for us and for what is bad for us. So when we allow ourselves to feel fear boldly, fully, without flinch or grimace, it dissolves, and then what we desire can come through. So she also says, be your own mirror. Your experience has profound meaning even when it's not reflected back to you by your own world. And I take this to mean we won't always receive validation for our feelings, our emotions, our knowing, our desires, our perspectives, but it doesn't mean that it's not real or has less value. We, as the gods of our reality, we get the first and the final say. We're the alpha and the omega, like the Bible says, meaning life can only reflect what we are first and what we choose, and then we put meaning on its circumstances. Life has no built-in inherent meaning, like Bashar says. So we shouldn't gaslight ourselves regarding what we experience, and we also shouldn't invalidate any part of our 3D world. I can take comfort in my experience and what I think it is showing me. I don't have to search or prove to be right or wrong about it because there's no one to give me that anyway. There's no one to affirm me. I can decide who I am and what things mean without proof, validation, or approval. And there is great value in that. Sometimes my world, my feelings, and my inner state of being will contradict my core truth, and that is okay. And I think now what I'm investigating is, do I wish to hold both? Do I wish to hold my truth and also what I'm seeing in the world? Or do I want to let what I don't prefer pass by like a cloud and say, okay, that's nice. Thank you, move along.